Kalimera，
我哋而家喺一間唔識噏個名嘅 Mediterranean
It's Mediterraneo. Yes.
嘅一間餐廳食緊 brunch。
It's located in the new port of Naoussa. It's
New
modern.
port.
Yes, there is also the old port in Naoussa on the other
The
side.
other side. 以為佢係邊位 ？Is it possible after the meal we can do a small interview with you？ 各位觀眾，我哋邀請咗一位嘉賓。
I'm Orpheus. I'm Greek. I work in and stay and live in Naoussa at Cyclades, at Paros Island. It's one of the islands of Cyclades. And I met these beautiful ladies today.
嗰啲旅行有記憶點嘅人，呢個咁好傾嘅型男 O 先生就係其中一個啦。
So this channel is about our age group, the stage of life, and everything about that. We want to know a little bit more about how Greek people think about the life here. Because I came from Canada, so there are so many Greek immigrants in Canada. From their point of view, the life here sucks.
It was a period of time that they left the country, that it was people were struggling indeed. But now on, I think that, and seen around a lot of places in the world, that life in Greece is very, I would say, stress-free. The stress outside Greece and the stress in Greece is different. Also, it's very beautiful. You can make a good living.
And you forget the stress.
And you forget the stress, exactly. I mean, this is our regular life. It's our 9 to 5 job. And after job, you go out, you go to the beach, you have time to go for a drink. You can, the income that you're having is enough to make a life, and it's a good life. I think it's more free than, it's still more free. It's not so much controlled.
So you live in Athens?
I grew up in Athens. Okay. Now on I live in the island, here at the island.
Paros?
Yes.
Only Paros or somewhere else?
Paros for 7 months and 3 months at Athens. I travel also around a lot.
For the 2 months?
Yes.
Wow, that's the ideal life. So you
yes.
have 2 months of holiday each year?
Yes. Wow. But if you think about it, in summer I don't take any days off, so it's kind of the same.
So it's like,
I mean, I take the day off of the year, I take them all together. It's like.
So you work 7 days in the summer.
Yes.
Wow, it's crazy.
There are some days off that I can manage and I can take something, but it's my choice. I mean, if I wanted, I could get another job that is getting paid less, and I work less also, and I could do some vacations too. But I think I prefer this. The way of living is very slow, and you don't really get tired or stressed.
So I guess the 2 months you will have holidays mostly winter.
Yes.
But then if winter you're going to Australia, it's summer again. I got it now. Okay.
So yes.
So how about South America? Have you been there?
South America, I haven't been there, but maybe it's on
your bucket list.
Yes. I met some really good people in Canada, from Colombia and Mexico, and so I might travel to Central America and South too next time.
Maybe you can be our travel buddy in the future.
For sure.
We traveled together to South America.
When?
8 years ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When I was in Canada first time. So it was closer to go to South.
For you, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know about her.
Oh yeah. It was a big trouble. Tell us about
What kind of trouble?
There was a typhoon in Hong Kong, in Japan, and you delayed 1 day.
Yeah. It's kind of quite far away from Hong Kong as well, the South America. So yeah, when the flight is delayed, then you have to just squeeze your trip.
I guess Orpheus is actually a travel expert because he immediately know that it's a long trip for you. Yeah, it's not easy for you. But
So among all the places that you have visited, which is the most your favorite place that you have visited, and what is your list destination, dream destination?
The destination I didn't like, it was LA, Los Angeles, because it was, yes, I didn't really like it.
I asked you what you like, and then you said what you don't like.
I don't like Los Angeles. Sorry.
Because we had an idea that what we see on the movies at LA, it's the whole city like Beverly Hills, and it's not.
It's not.
People are not
So
so
many
friendly.
sketchy areas.
Yes. But the city I like the most, it's a small city in Italy, I would say,
really?
Siena.
Siena.
It's
Okay.
very beautiful, and I liked it because it was a very good time. I was staying in a small village in outside Siena, between some wineries. I was traveling every day to a different city, and at night I was going home with a bottle of wine, and life was beautiful.
Italy, Margaret.
So, but I think especially all this area in Greece, wherever you go around Greece, whichever place you go, the sea is very close and it's always very beautiful.
I prefer Greece to Italy.
But they, I would say, good choice.
Good choice.
And we have so many, even me that I come from Greece and I've traveled to Greece around, there are so many beautiful places and islands that I haven't been yet.
Which one is on your up next list?
Maybe Milos Island.
We just went to
Yes. No,
we just went to Milos before.
really. It's a really nice place.
She loves Milos.
Yeah, I love it.
She wants to buy a property there.
You should. If you can, you should. It's a
She's
nice place, and it's still approachable.
Yeah,
I mean, on price, it's still in some places.
and not as crowded as Paros. I was imagining Paros is a little less crowded as what we saw last night.
Yes, during the night, still the youngsters they haven't wake up yet. So
Yeah,
it's 1:30 almost.
yeah.
They need another hour of sleep because they were partying till 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. So that's
We-
why it's still quiet and people are on the beach. The
We
rest.
need some of your advice. Last night we were thinking to go somewhere, and then we came out to 2 a.m. But we were staying down. What's the name of the main town?
Parikia.
Yeah, Parikia. And then we were thinking to come back up, but maybe no bus to go back down. So
There are some, but not that many at night.
not that late. The latest
Yes,
is 2:30.
yes,
So
I
we left like 1 something, almost 2. So we cannot come back up here. But the town down there, super quiet.
Yes, well, there are some places that they're still open in Parikia too, like Hora or Dubliner. But Dubliner, it's
Not that many people in the town last night.
yes, it's a long city
Mm.
in
All
like
spread
wide,
out,
spread
yeah.
out. So here everything is close by.
Mm.
So you see more people like going in the same places 5%. It looks very busy. In Parikia, it's more like less. Everybody comes to the island, to Naoussa. This is the more popular spot, let's say, of the island. All the bars and the good restaurants are on this side.
Do you think this island more tourist than local? Yes.
Yes, more touristic than local, but there is a bit of everything. Naoussa, it's more touristic and less local, but if you go to another place, let's say at Lefkes village, that's on the mountain, it's more local.
So, if the people for the first time to come to Greece, do you have any recommendations? Which city or which places they should visit? Top 5?
First time.
For the first time, I would say, I cannot say it's so many beautiful places that you can visit. I would say you should stay for at least 2 days at Athens to visit once of your life Acropolis. And if you want to do also some of the coast, it's super close, like 30-35 minutes of the downtown. There is the seaside with beach and beach bars. And also then, if you stay 2 days, you can do 1 day Acropolis and another second day at Sunio. It's a temple, and especially at sunset, it's really beautiful.
We've
It's
been
just 40 kilometers outside Athens. And then I would say Santorini is something that you have to do like sunset once of your life.
Once of your life.
Once in life, yes. And then if you have many days, you can visit also a place called Meteora. It's some with the mountains, with a big, yes, some huge rocks, looks like mountains. On the top of them there are some monasteries, like 500 years old monasteries. And it's very beautiful, very impressive. As an island, I would say, living so many that's so beautiful. Even if you go on this side, like in the Aegean, Paros, Milos, Creta, Naxos, Kimolos, there are so many, so beautiful. And the beach and the waters are so beautiful and crystal clear.
Change your flight ticket, Margaret.
I think you have to stay here like at least 3 weeks for all the places.
If you
3 months.
if you have enough time to travel
Yeah,
around.
and money as well.
Yes. Not that much if you go to US, I mean, but
I agree,
another
I agree.
But you can make a quiet living also, like more cheap too.
Other than stopover I will tell you if there's someone coming.
Thank you.
I have worked in a restaurant, I know. What did I say? Other than stopover at Shanghai, where else in Asia you have been?
In Asia?
Yeah.
Nowhere. I've been. Yes. It will be. I was thinking if I would travel during the
Your break time.
December and January. Yes, that I have a break time. It would be something around like Thailand or Bali. It's more well known about that. Everybody goes for vacations
You
on
will
that
pick
time.
well-known places? I think that you're gonna pick.
Well, no, I'm not sure because in Bali they told me that it's very crowded now on, so maybe more like Thailand or even.
What different things that you can explore
Mhm.
other than the beaches?
And I want also a destination that it will be a bit close because okay, Philippines will be also a plan, but it's much more far.
So you're looking for like a beach and sun kind of holiday, or because
Yes,
you
but
will definitely get disappointed to
Yes,
that
but
side.
You really?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh.
I think it's different. It's different because other than the beaches and the sun, you can also try the food there.
So it's other things. It's not the beach and the sun.
I like the spicy thing, but
Also the local people, you can interact with them, and also the nightlife.
Yeah, but they are like the lady boy.
I have a friend that he really wants to
See that kind of show.
Yes, I'm not that.
And also the wildlife.
It's not that you can avoid them. If you go to a restaurant, the server, you don't know it's a man or a woman.
Yes.
That's my experience, yeah. It's a little awkward. I would say it's a little awkward. It's not that I dislike Thailand. Sorry, audience.
Yes.
It's just a little
Also
bit.
Thailand is very cheap.
It's very cheap. It's budget.
Yes.
Yes.
That's why also because if I would do a travel that far, I would like to stay like a month or 2 months and not to cost me like 10,000.
Like Japan or Korea, those ones are a little too expensive, I think.
Yeah.
Compared to
But but I don't know if I can do China, for example.
why?
It's big. Yeah, you have to
Not only that it's big, but also I don't think that people speak English that much, and that I could.
They speak,
Okay,
they speak.
I'm not talking about
Big
Hong
city.
Kong and big cities, but if you want to travel around, even in the Shanghai airport that I was, I mean, I was talking to them, they were showing with a finger what I could do and what not.
The awkward thing nowadays in Shanghai and Beijing, more foreigners like
The travel.
European or something, they speak perfect Chinese. So when they pick that destination, they just went there to study and something like that. So you see your people, maybe they speak Chinese. Yeah.
You're asking him to learn Chinese, right?
No, I'm just saying
no.
like the trend is a little bit like some people will come to learn Chinese. They may make
Yeah, if they
mistakes
have
also.
the option to work also at the same time and stay long,
Yeah.
you can stay also in Greece and learn Greek.
That's
can-
what I plan to do. I stay here already 2 months.
Oh,
Yeah, but my Greek is still. You know, when my friend Margaret joined, we go out. I try to open my mouth to say anything Greek, and people still reply me in English. If I was alone, they would say, "Oh, maybe you live here." But when the two of us, they don't believe that we live here, right?
I would say also in Athens now that you see many people that they from China that they work as
They have a small
they
business.
have small business or big business and they rent places and they buying properties and they work like especially the 5 last years, so many. And some of them I'm surprised also because you know when you see someone Asian speak Greek, it's weird for us.
They're
It's not
kids.
very
They
common.
grow up here.
Yes,
They're born
yes,
here.
yes.
Yeah.
The kids they speak Greek.
Yeah.
Also, it's a very different language than the Chinese,
Yeah.
and the base is different. Like
Yeah.
how it sounds, how it works, how you learn the language.
But I'm struggling with the idea. I really like Greece, but my husband he is against the idea that he moved back because he was born in Canada,
Okay,
but he
Yes.
stayed here most of his life before he met me.
okay.
Yeah. So I was saying like, oh, what if I don't like Canada? Oh no way, Greece, either China, something like that.
If you have your own business and if you have some income, let's say that you have property in Canada and you rent it, you can do a living in Greece. I mean, you can do the living in Greece and you have that income from there,
Yeah.
and much cheaper, and the life is better. But there are some things that doesn't work so well, like in Canada. For example, if you apply for something, let's say you have to have people to
Government
know.
worker.
Yes.
That's
It's still corrupted. It's still corrupted.
I heard a lot about this.
Yes, but the way of living, I mean, if you take off the politicians, if you take off some of the facilities, the way of living is very different, very less stress-free.
To be honest, I think you are the only 1 or 2 people in this trip that has this opinion. Most of the people say like, oh, if I have a nice view and nice weather, but you are struggling in your other aspects, so I rather move somewhere else. What do you think of this?
I moved out and I stayed in London for a whole winter. I stayed another 6 months in Canada and worked and do the living there. To do the same things, I'm doing in Greece. If I want to do that,
Sorry to interrupt.
if I do the way of living that I'm doing in Greece, in Canada, or in UK, I would need maybe like 5 times the money I make in Greece. I mean, I might need like 10,000 Canadian dollars per month. Here there are things that you do and doesn't cost you, like a walk or to get a coffee. It's super cheap if you want to do that, or if you want to travel around, or if you want to go for lunch or to barbecue or cook, or doesn't cost you much. Even if you want to go out for a beer, if you want, you can go to a place that costs you much, but you can go to a place that costs you like nothing, 5 beers, 10 euro.
So the living standard here is a little bit lower than Canada and the UK, and then you can
Yes,
earn enough
yes.
for you to have a good life here.
Yes, it's still public. There is still public insurance, like public healthcare.
You mean the pension, right?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
not only the pension.
What if we are not Greek anymore? Like my husband never have a Greek
Even if you are not a Greek citizen, for example, now that you're a tourist, for some basic treatment, if you get hurt, it's free. If you go to the hospital here for stitches and stuff, it's free.
For not a permanent resident, you can still
Yes.
get basic.
Yes, for
Wow.
something basic treatment, yes.
Then
Also,
how-
if you are a Greek citizen, the university is free.
Oh,
If you get
yeah.
still.
And how about the taxes? Do you have to pay a lot of tax from your income, or just a mild
If
one?
you are low income, not that much.
Uh-huh.
But if you make, for example, if you make less than 8,000 per year, you don't pay taxes. If it's more, you start paying like 20, 25%, 30%.
That's a lot.
If you get paid like 50,000 per year,
Uh-huh.
you pay like 40%, I think.
Okay.
Like, but still you get some something back if you invest on the same time.
Yeah. So because in Hong Kong, we have kind of low taxes for the people with the most high income. They only pay for like 17% of tax.
Really?
Yeah, it's really low, so they can earn a saving from their work and also their income. So what do you think about people say that in Europe they tend to earn less income in order not to pay so much tax, and people maybe people in Hong Kong they will label the European they're more lazy, or they are less laid back or not really hardworking. What do you think about that? Maybe for Greek.
Greeks, there is a way that we say that you try to make a way to make the money. For example, yes, there is a lot of I would say like corruption because there is a lot of taxes. Let's say also the tax on the food and everything you're spending, it's almost 24%. The tax on the products.
Oh, but we don't see on the bill, right?
It is written every time.
So it's
13 or 24.
Oh, yeah.
13 is for food, 24 for drinks, 24 for
Wow, that's not.
for services, 24%. And yes, when you make a lot of money, let's say 100,000, the tax is almost 50%. So it is a lot if you compare it to 70% that you're talking about. So people, they try to hide. They try to hide the income.
Okay.
But I think that is happening everywhere.
Yeah. True.
Hello.
Maybe last question.
This is. Can I have you for a moment, sir? This is a very. This is a local guy. He's a diver.
Oh, diver.
He has a diving school here, and he's fixing also the port, the diving spots.
He's not Greek.
He's Greek
Why you are speaking in English?
because we speak all English.
So professional.
I
Maybe
want
we'll
you
ask
to
the
know
last
what I'm
question.
saying too.
Yeah. What were you?
Yeah, because our channel is about middle-aged women
Crisis?
middle-aged crisis. You said maybe you are
But
younger.
You're younger also. I mean, why you do?
Well, we won't disclose our age. To you?
Just yet.
You're so lucky because you look like 25, maybe 22,
Yeah, that's Asian.
23.
That's why you have
Thank
to go
you.
to Asian. And
I will.
So, do you have any struggle in your middle at your age? Your stage. What is your struggle?
With your future plan or whatever, or you think that that's what I want for your life?
Or you're already very content and satisfied?
I always want something more
Like,
for life, but I think I'm easygoing and I have. Okay, it's like a dream. Small house, a little yard, children, and easy life. I grew up in Athens. That is a very intense city, and the way of living is very fast paced. So I prefer the easygoing, not too much noise, not too much pressure.
So
And I
you
think-
almost reach your ideal life now.
you're on the right track.
Yes, I'm on a very good point. I would say that
That's good.
Yeah.
to do what I want to do. You know what? I grew up in Athens, seeing all people going crazy, struggling and being very busy for everything. And when I came to work in the island, I saw that people were living like easygoing, working 7 months, traveling another 2, 3, 4 of them, rest months of the year. So why not to do that? It was a choice.
Did you work in Athens before?
Yes.
Oh.
I used to work in Athens till my 25th year, and then I came to the island here. I'm already 8 years here.
Oh. So you're working in the same industry or something else?
In Athens, I used to work on a pharmacy. I studied as a pharmacy technician,
Oh.
but it wasn't what I wanted to do.
Oh,
I
boring?
think. A lot. Boring, and also the income was very low for that. So it's lower than being a waiter, yes.
Really?
Because
Being a waiter in seasonal, in the
the
island here, the salary is different than in Athens.
yeah. You need to give me some idea how to open business on an island. That's my future plan.
Maybe you can open a Chinese restaurant.
I don't know the Chinese version.
I was thinking about that too because in Athens there is a chain called Street Walk Food.
Oh yeah, walk.
You know,
Chinese, yeah.
Yes, and it's really tasty and it's very popular. But as a friend told me, like people that they come in the island, they don't want to eat other food. They want Greek food.
Yeah.
So
I didn't have any Chinese food here for the 2 months,
you see,
so I don't think that's. I don't know what idea. I still have a lot of ideas.
if you have the ideas, you'll find the ones to make it.
I think so.
If you have the base with the ideas, you'll see what it fits better.
Yeah.
Anything else to round up?
I wish you the best.
Thank you.
Try as much food in Greece you can. You will lose that kilos after. Everybody that comes to Greece, they know that they will get 3 to 5 because the food is amazing.
She doesn't need to lose. She doesn't need to lose. She's already.
She's lucky. She can have much more.
Yeah, she needs to stay here to eat more.
It was a pleasure, ladies.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Margarita too.
阻住人返工傾咗咁耐，令我哋對 local 嘅生活都多咗一份了解。M 話齋，旅行遇到嘅人會令成個 trip 更有記憶點。